Being offline is the new luxury. Going offline changed my life. Living offline gave me freedom. Over a year, those are some of the things that I would hear over and over again when watching videos about people who decided to free themselves from social media and go offline. This started a little spark in me. I started to do research and read books of the dangers social media has on our brain and memory. Towards the end of last year, I decided to try it for myself, even if it was only for a month. My husband and I were going on vacation for the first time in 10 years, and I decided that would be the perfect time to try this offline thing. I loved it. There was freedom. Everything started to bring me joy. Suddenly, I had more time for all the fun, creative things I wanted to do. I decided to stay offline through the holidays. It was magical. I was living in my little bubble and it was a blast. January came around and the world started to burn again. So I downloaded the social media apps again to stay informed, and I was consumed. It was quite literally like drinking from a fire hydrant. Everything I had cultivated and all the boundaries I had set the previous 3 months erased. Things got heavy and I realized I was not only trying to process the news of the state of my country, but I was also carrying the weight of people's opinions. The itch to go offline started to hit again, and that is when I heard something that stopped me in my tracks and changed my life. The statement was said on a podcast: "We are the generation that will know more about other people's lives than any generation before, at the expense of our own personal memories. We will know more about others than our own memories and feelings." That struck me. I paused and thought about all the useless information I know about others, and it broke my heart. I also realized I knew more about everyone's feelings about current events before I even had a moment to process how I felt about things. I had known social media becomes an echo chamber, for good or bad, but looking at it through the lens of knowing more about others, it scared me. I continued my deep dive into a lot of studies of what social media and the internet does to our memory and how it affects us. The following 2 points really impacted me. The first one was posting our experiences online actually makes us remember them less. What we end up doing is remembering where that information is stored rather than storing those memories in our brain. I'm going to add that I think this really applies to more than memories. We are constantly Googling things because we know where to go find that information, but we don't have an interest or need to remember it because it lives online forever. The same goes for our memories. The study found that when we post our highlight reels, we actually end up forgetting about 10% of the details. This over time ends up altering our memories because we rely on posts to recall something later. The second point was our attention is being hijacked by everyone else's updates online. Have you noticed you keep forgetting where you left your wallet or your keys? Or why did you even walk into this room? What were you going to get? Another study found that heavy social media users had more memory lapses on everyday things. You are not forgetful. Your attention is simply elsewhere. After reading this, I paused and asked myself, what did I have to eat 3 days ago? What is the last memory I have of my life that I can recall with great detail? I couldn't remember right away. What I could remember was the current design of my friend's nails that they posted online, or the new coffee shop that opened up and how it's super cute with a lot of seating and greenery on its walls. All this is useless information to me and my life, but I still stay online. My brain is prioritizing other people's highlight reels instead of focusing on what I am actually living day to day. Something needs to change. Hi friends, now I know that I have been going on and on about how social media is bad for our brains and our memories, but I don't fully believe that social media is inherently bad or the major problem. I think that the problem lies in the imbalance of priorities and lack of discipline. Although social media was created and has evolved into something that is meant to be addicting, I do believe that we still have the choice to decide how much time we spend online. And after doing all that research, I can't turn a blind eye to the lack of discipline and boundaries that I have had in my relationship with social media. And this is the part where I take accountability for all of those non-boundaries, non-existent boundaries. But that's my reality. I did not have a healthy relationship with social media, and I have nobody to blame but myself, because I am the one that would open up my phone and get on the apps and scroll. And I don't want that to be my reality anymore. So after taking some time and really figuring out what my priorities are and what kind of life I want to live, I came up with the following boundaries. The first one is I am not deleting my social media accounts. I am simply not there yet. I will, however, be deleting all my social media apps off my phone. The main problem for me is that if it is on my phone, I will open the apps and scroll, and I will fall down rabbit holes. And the third boundary is I want to be intentional with my online time. I want to treat social media how I used to treat it in the early 2000s. I will set some time aside to be online, and it will hopefully be fun and special. And my last boundary is that I will only be posting to YouTube. There might be more things added to this list along the journey, but for now, I think this is a good starting point. And that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I have been enjoying creating it and changing some of my habits, and hopefully this leads to a lasting lifestyle change, not just a new trend or a quick fix for a week or two. I want this to be more of my permanent life. I know in the video you guys just saw, you saw me delete the remainder of my social media apps off my phone. I only left all my functional apps on it, but I even deleted YouTube, and that one hurt. It's been hurting, honestly. That is the app that I was dreading deleting, because I love YouTube. I love watching YouTube videos. I love having them on in the background, but I do have to set more healthy boundaries. So it had to go. I will only be watching YouTube on my computer or the TV, but only during set times where I decide it's time to watch YouTube. I need to stop just playing stuff on the background, because I need to give my brain a break. All this research that I'm doing, I don't know, it's been opening up my eyes, and it's been encouraging. It's a little scary, because we're really going to be the generation, I think, that gets tested on with all these studies and stuff. Like, we're really going to be studied because we are the first generation. I'm talking about millennials. We're the first generation that really did encounter life pre-internet, and then now life with all the new technologies, not just the internet. So yeah, it's a balance. Nobody really knows what's right or wrong, right? Like, when it comes to how much of technology or how much internet you consume, but I need to find a balance that's good for me. And I encourage anybody who's watching this to pause and really evaluate your life, in the sense of how much do you truly depend on technology and the internet, and see if that's a healthy balance for you. And if it is, great. And if it's not, maybe some changes need to be made. And I will be back super soon with another video. Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for watching my videos and coming along on this journey with me. See you guys next time. Bye.